So my experience after I've contracted COVID, I was emotionally drained. That's one thing that I actually felt, because it just didn't affect me. It also affected my family, because how we find out is because my dad was the one that actually started being sick. And when I took him to the doctor, that's when we realized that he's actually, he tested positive to COVID. So then the entire family had to actually go for the test, and I was one of the people that had to go for the test, and we tested positive. And for your parents to test positive, and especially when they are old, and at the time my uncle and aunt also passed on because of COVID. So it was a bit scary experience for me, because I was scared for myself, because I was thinking maybe I'm going to lose my parents. I was scared for them as well, because they just lost their siblings, both of them. Somehow I had to be strong for them, because you are told that older people are the ones that actually mostly passed on because of COVID. So I had to put myself in a corner a bit, just so I take care of them, and not realizing in the whole process that I was actually starting to be depressed, stressed out. But my goal was to make sure that they're okay first. Then maybe I will be able to take care of myself. So it was very draining, and I can safely say I'm still recovering from it, because you cannot just after a month or so and then you think you're okay, But the experience has taught us also that whatever information that you get, it can be from the media, it can be from the people, just share it with other people. So for me personally, I took the meds, because the doctor obviously will give you the meds that you need to take, and also tell you that, look, there's steaming that everybody's talking about. And we did steam at home, the normal steaming. You put the Vicks, the onions, ginger and garlic and all of those things. So I used to mix all of that and boil it, and then we'll steam with that, maybe 2 or 3 times a day. So that basically and also the positive mind, because when I find out that my dad tested positive, this is after a day my aunt passed on, and my uncle passed on 2 days prior. So to me, I had to make sure that my dad is in a good, positive, and my mom and dad actually, they are in a good, positive mind, if I have to put it like that. So I told them that, look, I know that you need to go to your funeral to your sister and brother, but this is what is happening. You also tested positive, and please don't stress about it. And I had to just make sure, that they don't stop what we are doing. They don't get scared. And we were fortunate enough that none of my family members, well, my immediate family members, if I have to put it like that, that's my mom and dad and my sister, we didn't have any breathing problems. And I kept on telling them that, look, it's not as bad. As long as you can breathe, as long as we're doing the steaming, as long as we're having the meds, and as long as we eat healthy, then we should be okay. That mindset of just keep on reminding them that everything is going to be okay, everything, that really helped us. We had to act as if, nothing is really happening around us. Just focus on what is happening and making sure that we are positive about it, so that we can actually be victorious at the end. When I tested positive, the first thing that my doctor actually told me was that it's not also bad. And also to tell others that I tested positive. I didn't mind the stigma, because obviously there's a stigma around you testing positive. So to me, it was a matter of, if I can make somebody else aware of, you can see me, because I was okay. I could walk, I could do just about everything. So you wouldn't have known if I didn't tell you. So to me, it was a matter of, I need to share, because you will never know who has COVID, who doesn't have, by just merely looking at them, or you will never know. Share it with the people that are close to you, or people that you're interacting with, so that they actually can take precautions if they have to around you, or any other person that is around them. To me, it was really about saving another person's life, because I've already lost family members. I didn't want anybody to go through what we went through. So The stigma was there, yes, especially when I came to work. I understand also where they were coming from, because nobody wants to have COVID. So when you come and then you start talking next to the person, you can see, or maybe when you start talking, they start pulling, or maybe just fixing their masks, because now they think you still have it. I'm gonna be honest, there were times where I'm like, oh, this mask is just suffocating me. But as soon as you test, I don't know, maybe it's me, your mindset just changes, because that you realize that this thing is actually real. So following the protocol, putting the mask on, washing your hands, it's very important, because now I know I have to do that. And if I see somebody who's not doing that, I will tell them, but obviously you have to have a good approach. If you must tell them that, look, I've tested, the reason that maybe I'm being nitty-gritty about it is because I've tested, so I don't want you to go through what I went through, because I can safely say it's not a good experience to have, because you might get it, and then you don't test, you might not know, and then you go home, and then the entire family gets affected. So to me, that's how I look at it. It's very important to actually just keep on checking on each other. And if you have a friend or somebody and then they are quiet for a very, very long time, just check up on them, because you'll never know. Because other people are so scared of sharing this information. People just checking if you're okay. People sharing the information, what you need to do. People just calling you and telling you, basically asking you how you're doing. It makes you feel that you are still wanted in this earth, and you feel the love. This thing is real, and it's very important to also make sure you follow the protocols of what you need to do not to get it, and also exercise. Look, people that know me, they know that I exercise a lot, and I think deep down, I think that really helped me, because my immune system was strong, That's why maybe I didn't have breathing problems or any hectic, symptoms that other people will have, because I only experienced like congested nose, and then that was that. If my dad didn't test positive, I would have thought it was just a normal flu and wouldn't have tested. So to me, what I've learned is that if you're not feeling okay, basically, just go and test if you can. And after you've tested, please share the information. If you tested negative, it's okay. If you tested positive, just also share that information, because you will help the next person. You will make other person be aware that people that actually tested positive does not necessarily mean they're bedridden.